Okay, today I'm going to make dehydrated crackers. Very simple, just a couple of steps. I'm just going to take you through. So, what do I need for my dehydrated crackers, Marcia? So I'm using half a cup flax seed, chia seed. Now the chia seed is what's going to bring this whole thing together. Some black sesame seed. And then I'm adding some pumpkin seeds as well. Combined all that together, and I'm going to quickly pulse it just to break down some of the seeds a little bit. So I'm just going to pulse all of that together. And to that mixture, I am going to add, in here I have all my spices. So I'm going to add some salt, a teaspoon of salt, a teaspoon of paprika, a teaspoon of cinnamon, and a teaspoon of vanilla powder. Pulse all that together so it all combines nicely. Because I still want the, all the pieces to be there, to be, identifiable, I guess, and to get that crunch. So if you want it to be a little bit, a different texture, then you can actually break down this mixture further to make it more powdery and get a more flat texture. But I like the crunchiness, so that's the reason why I am doing it this way. Okay, to that, I am going to add flaxseed meal. Just add a half a cup of flaxseed and then combine everything together. And to that, I'm going to add some coconut amino. I'm just going to add a tablespoon. Combine all of that together. And then to this, I'm just going to add my water. And I know it sounds kind of weird that I'm going to dehydrate something and then put water. But yes, I need to add my water. So I've had just about 2 cups of water there. And I'm leaving this to soak. The chia seeds is going to help now to form that glue. So it's going to be easier now for you to form your crackers. So I'm going to leave that there for maybe about 50 minutes or so to soak. And at this stage, taste the mixture to see if it has the right seasoning. 15 minutes, and then we come back and finish off our dehydrated crackers. Okay, so this is the mixture that has been soaking. And you can see how it gets a little bit, sticky together. And that's, of course, that is the chia seed that is working to do that. So all we need to do now is just to put them on our dehydrator trays and put them in our dehydrator. And the key to this is to just flatten out the texture, the actual mixture itself, so you get it nice and flat as possible. I'm using these wedges here as my guide. And this is your crackers that you're making, and you totally understand what ingredients are in here. When you're going raw, you do tend to miss crunchy stuff sometimes, and this is a good way of getting some crunch back, but clean crunch. So that's why I made these crackers, and they can stay in the refrigerator for quite some time. Just leave it in the refrigerator. Every now and then you just go in, you just pick what you like, and used in different ways. Sometimes you can use it, crumble them up and put them on top of your salad. And that way you get in your crunch and you still get in your seeds, because remember that all your seeds do have vital nutrients and minerals in them as well. So, okay, so the key of doing your dehydrated crackers is the turning. So you set it, you put it on, you put it a little bit higher. I put mine at 114 for the first hour to remove all of the water that I added to the seeds. And then I turn it down to 95, and it's going to stay there for about 10 hours. In between that though, the key to get it nice and crispy is to constantly turn it. And when I say constantly, I mean maybe every 2 hours you want to turn it. So all I've done is, it's like this now on one tray. I just use another rack and literally just turn it over like so, and then put this back in. So that way you are getting both sides to be dried out. And that's what I found is the reason why my crackers are typically very crispy, even at such low temperature. And just remember again that dehydrating, all you're doing is removing the moisture out of whatever it is that you put in, and so that it can maintain its still maintain its minerals and nutritional value in that item that you have created. So the dehydrated crackers are completely done. They're dried out nicely, they're very firm, and they're very crispy. So again, from my experience from doing this for a few times now, what I've noticed is that once I started doing that method I mentioned before of turning the crackers over a couple of times during the process, it makes it firm, it makes it crispier, and so that will be my tip for you. Now, what can you do with these crackers, Marcia? So many things. So you can, I like to make homemade cheese. You can add your own, use it for, spread on your homemade cheese. Your favorite jam. My favorite jam is fig. You can put that on your favorite homemade jam or even your store-bought jam, as long as it's organic and it doesn't have too many additional ingredients. You can make a guacamole and put that on top of your cracker. You could just have tomatoes and some lettuce or some kind of salad base, on your cracker. And also, a lot of people like to have crunch in their salad, maybe some nuts or maybe some croutons. You could just crumble some of these crackers, sprinkle on top of your salad, and there you go. There's your crunch on your salad. So it's a versatile crackers to have. So keep them in the refrigerator. Whenever you feel like you need to move your mouth and do some crunching, then you can grab a few crackers and go for it. So go ahead and try out this cracker recipe and let me know what you think. Okay?